What is going on, everyone? This is the Brandalorian back with another action figure unboxing / review. And today we're looking at the Star Wars Vintage Collection. Ezra Bridger, Kanan Jarrus, and ZEB Aurelios. We have not done a Star Wars Vintage Collection review in quite some time, but I received these all in the mail recently, so I figured this would be an awesome time to get back into that line because obviously being a huge Star Wars fan, check the name Brandalorian. I am an even bigger Rebels fan. I absolutely love that show and what they did with it, and I really enjoyed the Ahsoka show for the most part, as far as some of the more recent Star Wars Disney Plus things. But it's great to get these figures in the line. I did, in fact, support and back the HasLab Ghost project, so I will be reviewing that once we start receiving those. But this is a nice prelude with these three core characters from that show. So yeah, we've got the Ezra is actually from Ahsoka, and Kanan and ZEB are from the Rebels cartoon, although Ezra is in his look from that season 3 and 4. This was just specifically from the hologram in the Ahsoka live action show. So with all that being said, without further ado, let's get all of these guys open. First with Ezra. All right, starting with Ezra Bridger out of the package. First impressions are, this is a wonderful figure. It really amazes me how great the level of detail can be for the Vintage Collection, being that they're 3.75 inch scale. I come from the era where it was all 5 points of articulation, and you'd be lucky if the figures somewhat resemble the character or actor or actress. And here, I mean, the level of detail, the sculpt, it really is kind of staggering. I've been doing a lot of 6-inch reviews lately, and getting another smaller scale figure, specifically from Hasbro, and you know it can be done. So it's cool to see that they haven't forgotten how to push, the betterment of the smaller figures. The face sculpt looks fantastic. Really resembles the actor Imani Esfandi, who played Ezra in the live action Ahsoka series. It has his face, but the shorter hair from the last 2 seasons of Rebels. And this is definitely the outfit from the last 2 seasons of Rebels, and really, really done nicely. The paint looks good on his outfit. The sculpt looks fantastic. We've got really, really great articulation. The Vintage Collection changed and advanced their articulation with kind of having the ball joint and having the characters do splits pretty easily. So for Jedi, force wielding type characters, people are going to be more acrobatic. It really, really lends to the playability of those characters. So very happy so far with this. Gauntlets look good. Gloves look good. Again, this is a 3.75 inch figure we are talking about here, and the sculpting and the level of detail are not missed by me. I like how the shin guards, the boots came out. He's got a holster for his blaster. So yeah, let's now take a look at his accessories. Most Star Wars figures tend to come with less in the accessory department, mainly because, Hasbro has to pay for that IP, for the rights, so they have to cut costs where they can. So he has his small blaster, which can go into his holster. He also has his lightsaber. That looks really good. Sorry, my figure keeps falling down. Green lightsaber, and then unlit lightsaber with the hilt that can port just on the side of the waist, right there. But we will absolutely pose him with his lightsaber. This was your father's lightsaber, an elegant weapon of a more civilized time. Oh yeah, that looks good. Very, very happy with this EZRA. Now let's take a look at Kanan Jarrus. Okay, now we have Kanan Jarrus out of the package, aka Caleb Doom, for my Rebels fans out there. Really excited to get this guy out of the package. He looks like he came straight out of the first 2 seasons of Rebels. They really, I mean, if I sound like a broken record, please tell me, but they really have stepped their game up for this scale. The face sculpt, the digital printing look awesome. He's got his ponytail, he's got his little goatee. You know, they did a really good job of making a lifelike face sculpt for a animated character. We have not had Kanan in live action form because if you know, you know. And that's why we probably won't see him in Ahsoka at all. So they had to kind of get creative and go off of the animated design of the character and really knocked out the face sculpt. I mean, this looks like a real person, so I have to tip my hat off to them. I think they really, you know, stepped it up. The jacket looks good. Pants look good. Really like the armor along the right side of his arm on his shoulder. He's got the print decal right there. His gloves look good. Really like the shirt. The pop of color really looks cool. And then he's got the pants. They look good. Boots look good. Got the knee pads. Change up the color there. So yeah, big fan. Just like EZRA, this is with the modern vintage collection articulation, so you can do the split really nice and easy. You can get him in any kind of dynamic force wielding, lightsaber wielding poses. Yeah, just a really nice job with this figure. Sorry if you're hearing the kitten meowing. Recently got a baby kitten, and he's running all over the place while I'm trying to get to work. So yeah, we got a holster there for the blaster. So why don't we put Kanan on his stand, and we'll get a look at those accessories. So first, we have the blaster, Kanan's signature blaster. Put that in the holster, like so. And then we've got Kanan's signature lightsaber. The hilt came out really well. First time we've gotten it in this scale. And then the unlit hilt that can port on his belt there. But like EZRA, we must pose this man with his lightsaber. Really excited to have this. Cannot wait for the Ghost to get the other versions. Believe it or not, the season 3 and 4 look of Kanan is my preferred look, with the when he's blind and he has the beard, the full beard. I like that look a lot better. So yeah, that is Kanan. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at ZEB. All right, now we have ZEB from Lothal out of the package, and I don't know, we might have a winner. Just out of the package, I think this figure is stunning. Again, 3.75 inch, and the level of detail is kind of astonishing. I love the way the print looks on his fur, how there's little lines of sculpted detail, like he's, you know, seen some things in the galaxy. We've got some print on his armor and shoulder pad up here. I think this guy looks freaking fantastic. Look at that facial sculpt and the print detail. Love this figure, love this character. Who doesn't love ZEB? The fur, the sculpted fur looks fantastic. The armor and the color, the contrast. Little detail on the belt there. I mean, looks like he came straight out of the first few seasons of Rebels. Because the other ZEB is from season 4. That comes with the ghost, and also has a different facial expression. So it's worth it to get that for the figures as well, because you can have different looks for your favorite characters. Yeah, love the way the eyes came out. Big fan of what they did here. Going down to the legs, the feet look great. Of course, this look, this character, this creature design was based off of the early Chewbacca concept art. And obviously they went in a different direction for Chewbacca, but that original look still ended up being used for a different alien race. We're not upset about it. Kind of reminds me of Beast a little bit too from X-Men. Obviously ZEB having a little bit more attitude than said Beast. He's also a nice meteor size, because this is a deluxe vintage collection. He definitely stands apart from the rest of the scale of the regular size human characters. For accessories, he comes with his gun, his trusty blaster, as well as when the blaster can be folded into a spear or a staff. You can choose your option. It's not like the Black Series one where you can actually, it's like a functioning foldable one. They gave you 2 different sculpts, which I like. And then lastly, for accessories, he comes with 2 energy effects that can port on the ends of our staff, like so. So now, let's see, get him to hold it. And there he is, ZEB Aurelios. And here are our 3 Rebels characters with some other Rebels / Clone Wars characters. I have Ahsoka from Clone Wars Season 7. She scales pretty well with these guys, as well as Chopper from Ahsoka live action. Sabine from Ahsoka live action. Got the little loft cat that she came with. Didn't bother using her helmet because, well, we know what happened there. We've got the Grand Inquisitor, and we've got Grand Admiral Thrawn. And I gotta say, having these guys all standing next to each other really makes me excited and happy. I think they are really filling out that beloved show roster really well within Black Series and Vintage Collection. So really happy with what I'm seeing here, and cannot wait to get that ghost and give you guys a review of that. So if you like these characters, if these figures appeal to you, let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you will, and we will catch you on the next episode.